Okay, so I'm what? I'm probably the second last keynote speaker, am I right? After this is my good friend Jega, right? Now, we've gone through so many lessons. So today, my topic is on flourishing into the top 1%, the 5 Ps that transform my life. Now, why did we all get into business? Now, I'm sure all of us are passionate about what we do, but why did we get into training, into speaking? Why? What do you want? Money, very good. Only Siva wants money. The rest of you, what do you all want? More money. Okay. Oh, happiness. Okay. But with business, sorry? You want to join? Michael wants to join politics, eh? Oh, okay. That's Chris, by the way. Okay, good. So, everybody has a story. So, my topic, flourishing into the top 1%, the 5 Ps, 3 things I want you to focus on. Is that okay? The first one is the word flourishing. What does it mean to me? Right? And number 2 is top 1%. What am I talking about when it comes to top 1%? Right? Now, everybody has a story. Oh. All of you who are, so this is what the audience gets. That is what the wife gets. So you have to spice up life a bit, okay? Now, very early on in my career, I realized that I was not made for employment. I was not. I was made to do my own business. The person that constantly reminds me of that is my ex-girlfriend, who's now my wife. Ex-girlfriend, who's now my wife. And she said, you cannot work with people. So I went through a crash course of HR. Being hired, then I hired, onboarded, then promoted, and then confirmed, and then fired. I had that experience. And I had that experience, a crash course within how long? 4 months. Yeah, so I remember my first job, I was in sales, Singaporean company, and my boss was very very excited, very high energy guy. So there was one argument that we had, and he said all the flowery words, all start with F. F you, all not so nice words, right? So being a very responsible person, you say, give and take, correct? So when he said all those words, I gave it back with full power. So in fact, I got hired within 2 months. Normally you get promoted or you get confirmed first? Confirmed. I got promoted first. Then I got confirmed, then I got fired. So now, but because of that, I got a chance to go into my next job. And in that next job, I remember very different, not training at all. In that next job, once while riding back home, I asked myself this question: wouldn't it be nice if I could speak and make money? Honestly, that thought came to my mind. I think it was Dr. Philip. Dr. Philip, eh? The light shined from the other motorbike and went to the other car at the back, Mine was in the other angle, doctor. So that thought came in. And interesting, that was in the year 2000. All right, 2000. 2001, I joined PDL. You all know PDL? Dato' Lawrence's company. So, some of us know him as the founder. We were in that team that founded MAPS, right, in 2001. And from there, then I joined PAL. You all know PAL? One of the guys wearing turban, Oh, there. Yeah. Yeah. So I spent the next 4 or 5 years, I think, training in the training world. And very interesting is when you're working for a company, like in Dato's company, let me tell you a bit. And I joined PDL, it was already 27 years old. It was already a flourishing company. Dato started training in 1974. I was negative 2 years old. Still floating around in my past life, not sure. Okay? So then I landed, boom, okay. So 1974, his first group of, that first group he trained, only 4 people. And people asked him, what are you doing, Lawrence? Because that time Lawrence had not Dato yet. Because he was an engineer with telecoms before. And they said, what are you going to do now, Lawrence? He said, I'm going to do training. And said, what have you been training? What, dogs, cat? He said, no, people. So he started at that time, right? So I was very privileged. I joined that company. And after that, I got a different field. Then I joined Learning Edge. I got a different field. Learning Edge was 3 years old when I joined. Now, moving forward, I realized this is what I want to do because I always had the idea that one day I wanted to be free. So for me, flourishing means freedom. See, freedom. All do this, guys. All do this. All do this. Titanic. Yes, very good. Correct. Freedom. But freedom. Okay, thank you. Sorry? Yes, all my brothers from different mothers. Okay, very good. So freedom. Freedom is what? Financial freedom. But my idea of flourishing is, I don't have to worry about money. I can go wherever I want to go for as long as I want to go with whoever I want to go and not worry about money. For me, do business, that's what you should do, correct? So I have a choice because people talk about passion all the time, right? People talk about passion. So for me, if I'm going to go into business, then I talk to my good friend. You all know Robert? Robert, my good friend, no? So I remember I was thinking, okay, go into business, Suresh, who to talk to? The money guy, cash flow quadrant, all that. I know that he wrote the book. What's the name of the book? Rich Dad? Then my other friend wrote a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You know who? Sound familiar? Very good. You know him also? No, wait, you don't know him, So I asked Robert. So Robert told me this. He said, Suresh, if you want to go into business, you must keep in mind that 95% of all businesses fail in the first 5 years. Make sense? Right. So there's a risk, which means 1,000 companies start today, 50 will make it up to 5 years. Anybody here 5 years in business? I mean, doing your own thing. Great. So you are already the 5%. Now, already good. So great. Good. Very good. 5%. Now, then he said, but Suresh, that's not all. That the 5% that remain, that 50 people, 95% of them will fail. Right? Right. Which means if you got 50 people, only 2 or 3 will survive. And that's less than 1%. So how many of you 10 years and above? Excellent. Now give them a hand, guys. So you are already, in fact, the 0.5%. Cool? How many of you here 20 years and above? Wow, you guys are from a different planet. Yes. So you already have, see the room, yeah? So you have people like this who have made it. So for me, my whole talk today is about this 1%, and this is not the only 1% I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about money, because we do business, we want to make money, correct or not? If not, go and join charity. Why take the risk? Why take the headache? Cool? So the 5 P's are what helped me out. So, you see, so easy. So I told you we had tea. Y'all don't believe me, I know. Huh? That's the same tie. What are you talking about? It's the same tie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. This version better looking. I know. No, where got 6 fingers? Okay. Never mind. Okay, so the 5 P's. Hello, attention. Okay. The 5 P's. Would you think that one of the 5 P's would be passion, correct? Yes? No. No. Okay, passion not part of it. See, all of us have passion, agree? All of you have talent, correct? Yeah, but talent and passion, not enough. Not enough, right? Not enough. So I have a confession to make. I got a confession. Yeah? My confession is this. When I started my business, 2006, we made 1 year's income in 5 months. Okay? 1 year's income in 5 months. I left Sunway Group 27th of July. I started my first gig 2nd of August. I haven't even incorporated my company yet. And we already got business, right? And interestingly, at the end of November, December, I realized life is cool, because I had 10 months of backup income, and I already made 1 year's income. Cool. So why are people talking about business being so difficult? No such thing, I'm having a cool breeze. But then coming to the end of the year, school holidays time, watching advertisements, then I realized next year, 0 booking. 2007. Remember what happened in 2007? Globally, what happened? Global financial crisis. I'm starting out. So first year, great. 2007, not aware that's going on. So what happened was 0 booking, 0 appointments, nothing. So now frantically, what do? I pick up the phone, I call. People say, Suresh, we already decided who we want to choose. Maybe ad hoc jobs we will give you. So now, what do? So I realized that time, passion and talent, not enough. Makes sense. So then what do? When you're down, you look at all the gurus. We trust all the gurus. And they talk about all kinds of inspirational, stuff. Think positive. Yeah, Jim Rohn, our Zig Ziglar, Anthony Robbins. Then you got the rest. Correct? So I was thinking, how? But these people are, they're all, in fluff in the air. You don't know them. But then I knew one person. So I knew this one person. I'm thinking, how did he do it? Because we were so busy in the office delivering programs. I had times 90 days I'm speaking, training non-stop. That's called flourishing. Dato would take 30% deposit just to book his date. For me, that was the idea. And he was a millionaire. Not millionaire, multi-millionaire. Make sense? He had 2 4-story buildings. He traveled everywhere business class. Every room we got was standard. He would get deluxe. Every hotel we go, there will be a parking lot ready for him. I said, that's the life I want. But now I've got 0 booking. What to do? But one thing was for sure. What's one thing for sure? Can you read this out for me? What's this? What's this? Hey, louder. This business. Hey, millionaire must be louder, brother. This business builds produces millionaires. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, very good. Thank you. So in my mind, that will be my target. I grew up in a family, my father said, it would be very nice, Suresh, if I had 5-figure income. For him, that was a big deal, civil servants. He said it will be very nice, if I had $1 million, I will resign immediately. Those days. So I'm like, that should be my benchmark. So interestingly enough, we started our business 2006. 2009, we went international. I'll share how that happened as well. And in 2012, 6 years after business, we hit our first million revenue. Okay? And I'm telling you, so I want the Malaysians to know, everybody, but especially the Malaysians, because I think Malaysia is a very mature country when it comes to HR training speaking. I feel. Because I've been around, and some people are even more senior than me here, and it's very possible. I've done it. We made $1 million. But to be fair, our team is quite big. My team is quite big, so you were thinking 1 million, not easy, Suresh, correct. Our team is quite big. We have about 2 people. I only have 2 people in my team most of the time. Now you can choose. You want to build a business with 20 people, with 200 people. You want to list your company. You want to do it one person, one man show. I leave it up to you. But there are many roads to Kuala Lumpur. Okay? Many routes to. You're in Malaysia, not Rome. Many routes to Kuala Lumpur. Okay, cool. So in my mind, if they can do it, I work for somebody like that. They all talk about it being possible. It should be possible.